Hey everybody, going to cover, excuse me, OBS part 2, just a little bit more. Probably I should have included this in the first part, but I'm going to show you how you do your first stream once you get all set up and going. Give me a moment here. And this will be on YouTube as well, so you guys can watch there. Let's do our transition and get to that main screen. I call this Scene 1, or actually, yeah, Scene 1. We talked about that in the first part. But here we are in this crazy screen. What I'm going to show you is how you actually do your first stream once you've installed and run the wizard and got some familiarity with the layout of OBS. I'm going to show you how to do that first stream. Now, the first thing we want to look at, I want to go over this over on the right, under controls. You remember we talked about these buttons here: stop streaming, start recording. Right now I'm streaming, so the option is to stop streaming. Under that is your recording. If you're doing this as a recording, you'll have the option to start it, as well as stop your recording if you're done making your video. Under that is studio mode, which is what I'm using now. You see two demonstration screens. And by the way, don't just ignore this funky layout here. This is my display, basically. So I'm showing what I'm showing, so you're going to get this little infinite view here at the top. Just ignore that. Just keep your eye on the bottom of the screen where my mouse is. Let's see, where was I? That's studio mode. You can go back. You could switch to different modes here. You got the single screen mode and the studio mode. I like to use studio mode. Anyway, for more on that, just go to part 1. Next, we have settings. We're going to go to our settings button. I talked about this a little bit in the part 1. I'm not going to get into too much detail in the beginning here, but you are going to want to click this. I just want to show you something here. And in the middle of the screen here, we got this big window. These are all your settings: general, stream, output, audio, video, hotkeys, and advanced settings. Those are all your options. Now, your wizard should have set this all up for you, and you should be relatively good to go. You don't want to mess with these just yet. Let the wizard take care of that. We want to go down to the button that says Stream. This is where you set up your stream key. And I'll go into this. Here's your stream key right here at the bottom. This is basically kind of like a password of sorts. It's an entry point into the platform that you're going to be streaming to. It identifies you specifically. And this can be changed, and it's also something you don't share. It's a secret ID here. You can change it in the various platforms you're going to be streaming to, and I'll show you that as well. But anyway, you're going to choose up here Service. You're going to go to Service, and if you click that, it's not showing now because I'm streaming. But you'll have all kinds of options where you can stream to, and you're going to choose your platform. There'll be an option for Twitch. There'll be an option for YouTube. There'll be an option for Mixer and all the other little platforms out there that do live streaming. In your case, you'll pick one of those. Perhaps it's YouTube. I'll show you how that works. Or maybe it's Twitch, and I'll show you how that works as well. Once you've chosen your service, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put the stream key given to you by that service. All right, so let's try it with YouTube. Let's say you want to live stream using OBS on YouTube. Okay, first thing you want to do is go to YouTube and get your stream key, copy and paste it here. So let's do that. Let's pop up and let's go to YouTube. Now, this is my videos section. These are all my videos and such that I make, and I keep track of them. We want to go to live streaming, this little option over here. You might be familiar with if you edit your videos or look at your videos. We're going to go to live streaming. Now, I'm live streaming on YouTube as well at the moment. It's not made public, so no one will be able to see this. Let's just see what the window looks like. There. It's basically showing my video right now as I'm presenting it to you. This is what it looks like. And it tells me that I'm live, and so on and so forth. And this is the video that's broadcasting right now on YouTube. Now, I have it marked as unlisted, so nobody can actually see this. You guys on Twitch can see this live. But anyway, This is this first page you go to when you hit live streaming in YouTube. This is your little hub. This is where you monitor your live stream. In fact, you can follow the chat from in here, as you can see over here. You can also monitor your stream's health, like how good is the connection? Am I getting a lot of dropped frames? How many viewers, how many people are watching now? You can get all that information on this main page. You also have a nice convenient link that you can share on all these different platforms and social media, all while you're streaming. So this is kind of like a window when you're streaming to YouTube that you want to keep open. You could see the video, you could monitor the chat, all in one go. Now here's where you put the details about the live stream. Its title, its description, its category. I have it under education at the moment. And as you can see, privacy is set to unlisted. You can change this while you're streaming, by the way. I could set it to public, and people can see it right now as I stream this, but I'm keeping it unlisted at the moment. I'm going to make it public after the Twitch video goes offline. And down here's your super chat, if you use that option. And down here at the bottom, this is the secret area. Right here, stream key. This is what you want to copy. And I can reveal it. And in order to copy it, I have to reveal it. And I could change this once I reveal. I'm not going to reveal it. There's no need to. But what you're going to do is you're going to click reveal, and then you're going to copy it. Okay, just select it and copy it. You need this. This is your stream key. And every platform that you live stream to has a key, and it's different for each platform. So you want to copy this. Once you copy this, you're going to jump back into your OBS settings under stream, and you're going to paste that stream key for this service. In this case, we chose the service of YouTube, and we're going to paste it here. Once you've got that in there, make sure you hit apply, and then you're going to click OK. That's all there is to it, folks. That's your stream key. That's the ID for that server that you're going to stream to. And then you get out of here. You hit OK. You don't actually hit the X button. It won't save nothing. And then your stream key is set in place. Then you go down here. When you're ready, start streaming. Now, before you actually hit that start streaming button over here, make sure your scenes are set up so people are going to see what you want them to see as soon as the stream turns on. Remember, we talked about this in part 1. You set up your scenes, like intro, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, maybe an outro or an ending, maybe an intermission. Each one would be different. And you switch between them by simply choosing them and then hitting this key up here, transition. So whatever's showing to the viewer here will change to what you want next when you hit transition. Now this is studio mode, like I said before. You get 2 screens, the before and the after. So this is what they're seeing now. This is what they will see when I hit transition. So I simply choose what I want here. Like for instance, this window here will be next to show to the viewer once I click transition. Once I do that, the music will start playing. As you can see, I'll hit transition. And there it is. My volume control for the sound is right here. Let's turn that back down. And my mic volume is right here. I can turn my volume low. I can turn it up high. You basically don't want it to peak into the red. That's how you work your mixer. But anyway, that's how you stream. And when you're done streaming, just click Stop Streaming. It's that simple. Now for recording, it's the same procedure, except you don't need a stream key. You're just making a video. And you can do that, test things out first before going live with a stream. Okay, I showed you some of that in part 1 as well. All right, so that's streaming to YouTube. Let's go back to YouTube. And as you're streaming, like I said, you'll see your stream here. Let me get back to OBS and transition back to the double screen. You can see what's going on here. You probably missed all that stuff. But, yeah. Okay, let's go back to our YouTube. And there you go. And like I said, keep in mind that you can change this name of this stream key by, it'll give you an option to change it. in case you ever want to do that. Like I said, it's a secret thing. If somebody else has this, they can copy it and paste it in their OBS or whatever they're using and stream to your platform, to your channel, in your name. So that's why you want to keep this secret, but you can change it at any time. So keep that in mind. And yeah, so that's how you do it on YouTube. Simple as that, using OBS. Now, how do we do this with Twitch? That's the next question. All right, it's the same thing. You're back in OBS. You go to your settings. You choose stream. And for service, you choose Twitch. That'll be one of the options will be Twitch. You just select it. And again, it'll ask you for the stream key. So, based on what we've learned so far, we got to go to Twitch and find our stream key. So here we are in Twitch. My channel's running a rerun at the moment. Or it was. Let me update that. And there it shows I'm live. And there I am showing that off. And it's going to switch in a moment. There. So that's what I'm showing. Anyway, this is getting funky. First thing you'll want to do is go up to your little icon picture from your main page. You want to zip down to Creator Dashboard. Again, we talked about this before. Your Creator Dashboard, this is where all the good stuff is. You want to see over here on the left, you're going to go to Settings. You're going to choose Channel. Once you click Channel, you're going to, very top, you're going to see it. Stream Key and Preferences. There's your stream key, the magic gateway to goodness with the live stream. So it's going to give you the option to change it. We talked about that before if you want to change it, but it also has an option to copy it. You're going to want to copy it. Just click the copy button. Nothing else has to be done. Once you have that stream key, you're going to go back to OBS and you're going to paste it into your server key area. Make sure you hit apply and then click OK. That's all you have to do. Come back over to controls, start your stream, and it will begin with whichever scene you identify as being first. So that's it. That's how you do your first live stream. And you can end it whenever you want. It's an optional change to stop streaming. It's as simple as that. Now, again, folks, like I said in part 1, once you download it, and run the wizard. That's my first advice, is run the wizard that comes with OBS. It will do all the settings for you based on the machine that you're using, based on your setup. So it should be pretty good. It should work decent enough for you to get live streaming up and going. And hopefully in part 2, what I just covered now, you know how to turn on and get into live streaming, do your first live stream. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Part 1, I also discussed what scenes are, how you add sources to each scene, which are basically your text, your pictures, your music, all this stuff in here. Those are elements of each scene, whichever scene you're looking at. And your mixer is where you control all your sound stuff, like your desktop audio. You can mute it if you want. Mine's muted. That's all the sounds that are coming from your laptop's speakers. Everything from dings and dongs to video game sounds if you're playing a video game. Your mic, of course, is whatever you're using. If you're using a Snowball, if you're using a Blue Yeti, whatever, that's your microphone. Or the microphone that comes with the computer as well. Your laptop mic would be monitored through this. And all these things you can modify, change, set up, etc. in settings. I'm not going to go into that now, just so you know. So there you go, folks. That's it. Any more questions on this part or previous parts or anything to do with OBS, let me know in the comments. This video will be, right now it's live on Twitch, so you guys can see it right there, and you can watch it later on Twitch as well. Also, you'll be able to see it on YouTube when I make this public. I'm not too sure why I didn't make it public doing this, but I'm going to make it public shortly so you guys on YouTube can watch this and learn how to do live streaming outside of, say, a Google Hangout. So there you go, folks. Any questions, get back to me. Hang in there, folks. It's only going to get better. See you soon.